Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Use subtlety and suggestion to turn his thoughts to the war. You're his steward. He'll listen to you.
Leave me out of your intrigues, Hrongar. If you have something to say to the Jarl, say it with your own tongue. I serve Jarl Balgruuf as from Adrian? Ah, thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach. The Jarl is, as that is an old tale, but well known to those of us who serve in the keep. Long ago, there lived a mighty hero of the Nords, Olaf One-Eye. Olaf did battle with a fearsome dragon named Numenex. The struggle between Olaf and the dragon culminated in a mighty duel atop Mount Anthor, with Olaf the victor. Olaf returned in triumph to Whiterun. By his decree, the city's keep was rebuilt as a prison for Numenex. And so, from that time until this, our great keep has been called Dragon's Reach. Well, there are 3 of them, arranged in 3 tiers, as you may have noticed. The Plains District is so named because it's the closest of the 3 to the plains that surround the city. The inn and marketplace are found there. Most of the city's residents live in the Wind District, which is the middle of the 3. Dragon's Reach occupies the highest, which we call the Cloud District. From here, the Jarl can see all that goes on within his city. Ah, splendid. Our fine city has a proud history, and I'm happy to share what I know. The history of Whiterun begins with Jorrvaskr, the Hall of the Companions. For a long time, it was the only building on the mountain. As time passed, a thriving community sprang up around Jorrvaskr, as was common with mead halls. Today, Whiterun is the jewel of Skyrim. I can say without boast that it is the greatest city in all the holds. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead. Fill her in with the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Well, let's see. Travel-stained clothes, worn souls, blank and unintelligent expression. Yes, in fact you do. That reminds me. Would you be so kind as to deliver... Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? Probably not. As long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives the orders. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day.
This is a priority now.
Oh,
Anything
I thought
we
you
can
were
use to
already...
fight this
I'll
dragon.
put it simply,
Dragons.
so you'll understand.
Need it quickly.
I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day. Of course, Jarl Balgroof. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure she will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to an old tomb built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, we must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords. Oh no, many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgroof's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. Hence its name, Dragon's Reach. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to guess them. Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient man. Neither am I, come to think of it. Oh, I thought you were already...
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over. I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need? Magic is for the weak. Elves, I mean. They keep to that college in Winterhold. They know their place. Of course, there is Farengar. He might be the Jarl's wizard, but at least he's a Nord. I should have guessed as much. Your kind sticks to that college in Winterhold, as well they should. You'd never think to learn from a Nord like the Jarl's wizard. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree, all burnt up, in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? The companions? In Jorvasker? They're recruiting new members from what I hear. Need anything else? Just let me know.
I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me. There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute playing, poetry. I studied there myself. Had to leave over a misunderstanding with a head mistress. Well, more a misunderstanding with her husband. I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying.
Yes, Mom?
It's the leave. That's hardest.
Place down extra tonight.
This is an
Not so
ode to
steep.
Skyrim. I don't have much of a reputation. Sure. What can I do for you? Sure. My voice could use a rest. No doubt they still tell tales. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. I don't have to take that from you. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
Get her! Come on, Get her!
You know how to throw a punch, I'll give you that.
Oh, come on, she's not
You
so
win.
far.
On my honor, Carlotta won't have to worry about me ever again. I'm a bard by trade. Sure. What can I do for you? Only true Imperials request that one. I enjoy... Sure. What can I do for you? Ah, a fine but bloody tale. I can do that one.
Want to hear a little Nord wisdom? You don't really know a woman till you had a strong drink and a fist fight with her. Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds. The heat of the battle is the fire that forges the strongest blades. It's an old Nord proverb. That, and a true Nord never misses a chance to test her worth. And why not? I could beat anyone in this city, barehanded. 100 gold says I knock your hide to the ground.
Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day
Just
of your
fists,
death,
no
we
weapons,
will
no
drink
magic,
and we'll
no
sing.
crying. Let's go. Come on.
Sky-
Well, another maggot squashed my... It's nothing. Now that's what I call a punch. Got me. You're no liar. Best fight I've had in years. There you are. You're no liar. Best fight I've had in years. There you are. You're someone who can get things done. I like that. Keep walking, Softgut. The heat, that, and a true Nord never misses a... You've been talking to those too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic. It wasn't... They wanted me... I guess I thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control.
Mikhail.
Good. Chat time's over.
How about something with a bitter kick?
You know, Hulda, there's this lovely Argonian ballad I've been studying.
You trying to scare off my customers, son? Lively. Keep it lively.
All right, how about the gutter snipe?
I think
The security in
something
Whiterun is
will
terrible.
do nice.
Shameful is what it is.
Especially when they're in their cups.
Well then, consider it done.
If you need more food or drink, speak to Hulda. Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. Now please, no more questions. Mind your manners and pay your bills, and you'll always be welcome.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Keep walking, soft gut. Let's not waste any time. Huh? Let's get going. What do you need to take? Let's go.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the Restoration School, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice. What do you need, my friend? Ah, so you're an alchemist then. Farewell.
Foolish old woman. You know nothing. Nothing of ours.
Finally agreed to send you back to Riverwood.
Yes, Housecarl. We'll leave immediately. It's just us against the dragon. Is that it?
I can't afford to send anyone else, and we don't know where the dragon is. Your main job will be to keep an eye out and get the people to safety if the town is attacked. I don't expect the three of you to fight off a dragon by yourselves, but I do expect you to do your duty.
Of course. We'll keep Riverwood safe. You can count on it. Let's move out. Time's a-wasting.
We can never rest easy, for Balgruuf's enemies will not. Balgruuf and I share a battle bond. We met as youths and forged our friendship in the fires of war. When he became Jarl, I insisted on serving as his protector. He had no cause to argue. Gods, you are curious. Almost dangerously so. I am charged with protecting the Jarl from any and all threats. Powerful men have many enemies, more so in times of strife, so you can imagine the dangers. Oh yes, there have been attempts on the Jarl's life. More than one would-be assassin has met his end at the tip of my blade. Take your pick. Dragons, Stormcloak assassins, ambitious and unscrupulous nobles. Sometimes I think his own children want him dead. And those are just the physical threats. Assaults on his sanity are another matter entirely. Every day he deals with obsequious functionaries and incompetent bureaucrats. Sadly, I'm not allowed to eliminate them. Well, not yet anyway. I've got my eyes on you.
I'm still here. What do you need to take? Lead on, then.
You picked up. Time to get...
Let's get going. Go on ahead. I'll stand guard.
That dark elf wants to go on ahead and let him. Better than us risking our necks.
What if Arvel doesn't come back? I want my share from that club.
Just shut it. Keep an eye out for trouble.
What was that? Time to end this little game.
We going? Lead the way.
you hart near? Bjorn, Soling. I know I ran ahead of the ball, but I need help. Away from me! Get it away!
I'm gonna put you down!
Get it away from me! Get it away! Get it away from me! Get it away!
I'm still here. Lead on then.